downtown Phoenix and Talking Stick Resort Arena, where tonight the Arizona Rattlers, the IFL's lone unbeaten team with a record of 8-0, will host the Nebraska Danger, who are 5-4 on the season and winners of their last 2 games. Hello everybody, Chris Harris here along with Arizona Rattlers Ring of Honor member Randy Gatewood. Randy, Arizona is at top of the IFL standings, 1 game ahead of Iowa, just past the midway point of the season, but look out for this Nebraska team. They're starting to find their stride.
That's right, Chris. This Rattlers team is rolling. They're still undefeated, sitting at 8-0. They are in complete control of their own destiny. However, do not overlook this scrappy Nebraska team. They would love to come in and knock Arizona off tonight in their own building here at the Snake Pit.
Now the Danger, they're led by their quarterback, Tommy Armstrong, the former Nebraska Cornhusker. He leads the league in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Tommy Armstrong is a dual threat quarterback, and Coach Brown speaks highly of him. He's throwing 26 TD passes. He's ran for another 16 thus far. But tonight, he has his hands full against a very tough Rattlers defense that leads the league in several categories.
Now the quarterback situation for the Rattlers, it got a lot more interesting in the last couple of weeks. Now Jeff Ziemba, he is still the starter, but the Rattlers signed reigning IFL MVP Drew Powell last week, and he's going to see the first playing time of the season here tonight.
Ziemba is having a great campaign since taking over for the injured Verlon Reed. He's thrown 16 TDs and 0 interceptions in his last 4 games. He's spreading the ball around to everyone, and he's poised to continue his excellence tonight. As if the Rattlers were not potent enough, they have landed last year's reigning IFL MVP Drew Powell. This guy is an amazing talent, Chris. He's smart, he's fast, he throws the ball extremely well, and I can assure you the quarterback battle is certainly heating up here in the Valley.
No doubt about it. All right, when we come back, we'll have the kickoff between the Arizona Rattlers and the Nebraska Danger. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Rattlers football on the Phoenix CW. The Rattlers are brought to you by Papa John's. When we win, you win. Today, after every Rattlers win, you'll receive 50% off all online pizza orders. All Copy Products, your one-stop shop for workplace solutions and the official office solutions provider of your Arizona Rattlers. Santan Ford. At Santan Ford, it's all about you. And Miller Lite. great tasting, less filling beer. It's Miller time. Welcome inside Talking Stick Resort Arena as we get set for kickoff between the Rattlers and the Danger. Arizona comes in 8-0 on the season, the lone unbeaten team in the IFL, Randy.
And they've done it in so many ways. You know, we've watched them a few times this year, and they've done all the little things right. And every week we talk to Kevin Guy about the game plan and about going in, and he stresses one thing: we will be great no matter what happens, no matter what players come and go. They've lost 6 out of 8 starters since the start of the season, and they're still sitting at 8-0, and they're still looking good.
Yeah, offensively, the only 2 starters remaining from the season opener are 2 of the linemen, Steve Garola and Lamar Mady.
Yep, they've done a great job of plugging guys in, especially at lineman and at the wide receiver position. And look for Jamal Miles and Jared Harrington to pick up. They've done well. They picked up the slack from losing those star players and star receivers that they've lost earlier. And Coach Guy says that these guys are ready to roll, and let's see how it all goes tonight.
All right, we get set for kickoff. It'll be Nebraska to kick it away. The Rattlers to receive. Good look right there at Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. Look at that record here in Arizona. He's won 76% of his games here in the desert. And we are underway. Squib kick. Harrington having a tough time to pick it up. Finally does, but Nebraska with the great coverage swallows up Harrington. Rattlers going to start from inside their own 5-yard line.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it certainly worked out. We've talked about, all year about keeping the ball away from Harrington and Epps and Augustine, of course, who's out for the rest of the season, but that was a really good job of Danger going down and pinning the Rattlers inside the 5.
So Arizona's going to start from their own 3-yard line. And Ziema's going to go under center. Lone setback, Darrell Monroe. Little play action. Ziema fires left side, incomplete. Intended receiver was Jamal Miles. Now take a look at the starting lineup offensively for Arizona.
As you can see, Brandon Haskins starting at left guard, center Steve Garola, Lamar Mady, mainstay, Jeff Ziemba, who's having a good year, Darrell Monroe, physical, big type of back, Jamal Miles, Jared Harrington, and look out for Des Stewart, speedy, shifty receiver as well.
Handoff right side, Monroe finds a hole close to the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and short for Arizona. It's now take a look at the Nebraska Danger defense, and they shuffled up their lineup a little bit here coming into tonight's game. Some of the keys for them, talking to their head coach Pig Brown defensively, to try to slow down Arizona. They got to stop the run game. They got to find a way to force Jeff Ziemba into mistakes, and they got to slow down the wide receiver core of the Rattlers.
Good luck with that.
That's been everybody's problem all season long. 3rd down and 2. Monroe left side, 1st down and more. Gets knocked into the dasher boards, working that left side of the line there. Nice pickup for Monroe. Just his 2nd game of the season, and he is the reigning IFL Offensive Player of the Year.
He looks good every time he touches a football. Look at him get downhill. And as a coach, you want a running back to take that ball and get downhill with it, get north and south. Easy 2-yard pickup just in.
1st down, Arizona from their own 21. Ziemba gets rid of it quickly. Catch is made. Monroe, nice pickup there of about 7. Let's now take a look at tonight's keys to the game. Randy, what do you have?
Number 1, timing and chemistry between wide receivers and quarterbacks, especially with the new receivers. Number 2, control the line of scrimmage, offensively and defensively. Especially defensively, D-line has to get home against Armstrong. And last, they got to slow down Thomas, who is the engine who makes this Nebraska defense roll.
This is the 7th meeting between Arizona and Nebraska in the last 3 seasons. Rattlers 6-0 in this matchup. Second down and 3. Monroe, first down. Boy, this Arizona offense, they can give it to you however you want. Do you want it on the ground or do you want it through the air?
Just power. This is straight, just big on big right here. Straight big on big. Guy gives it to him. Daryl Monroe, as you can see, he mentioned establishing the run game as well against this danger defense. And so far, Monroe has 3 carries on this first drive alone.
In his only game of the season coming into tonight against San Diego back on April 6th, about a month ago, 10 carries, 64 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. Ziemba has time, delivers, catch is made. Jamal Miles with the catch. Miles with his 24th catch of the season.
Just an easy, methodical drive, this first drive. You know, we're used to them with such quick strike. You know, they hadn't thrown the ball down the field or anything, but it's just them working their way, getting a feel easily down the field tonight.
Second down and 3. Handoff left side, Monroe cuts it in, spins. Coming up to make the tackle though. Big hit there for Nebraska. Robert Haynes in on the hit.
Little guy, this time taking it out on the big guy, you know. He did have a little bit of reinforcements, a little help to help slow him down, but great tackle that time by Haynes.
Great job by Nebraska. The help defense. You don't necessarily need to make the tackle, but just slow them down enough and let your friends come on over and clean it up.
That's it.
Third down here for the Rattlers from the Nebraska 10. Ziemba fires. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication there between Ziemba and the wide receiver, Jared Harrington.
Definitely a little miscommunication that time. Ziemba was expecting him to take that route on up the sideline, and Harrington broke it off, being that Vanguard had such good coverage on that side over there.
So that's going to bring up fourth down, and Coach Guy looking over his play sheet. Gives it to Ziemba. 4th and 3. Ziemba rolls to his right, has time, looking for a receiver, and just throws it away. So great job defensively, Nebraska forcing the Rattlers on downs. Certainly not the start head coach Kevin Guy was looking for there, coming up empty on the opening drive.
Yeah, and he's not happy at the end of that play. You know, you got to give your guys a chance. You know, you can't throw the ball out the back of the end zone. You got to be able to throw that ball and give them an opportunity.
All right, with 9:16 remaining here, opening quarter, timeout in the field. We'll take the break as well. We are scoreless here in the Snake Pit. We'll be right back right here on the Phoenix CW. Welcome back, everybody. 9:16 remaining here, opening quarter. Rattlers had the ball to start the game. They got stopped on downs. That danger defense coming up big now. It's their offense taking the field for the first time. Led by their quarterback, Tommy Armstrong. Handoff, bouncing it to the outside. No room to work with over there. With the carry, number 25, Quincy Walden. Normally a wide receiver, but Nebraska head coach Pick Brown decided to move him to the running back here tonight.
Switching it up, and a good changeup. He's built more like a running back than he is a wide receiver. So it'll be interesting to see, though, how he handles Ricky Wyatt Jr. coming downhill on him, especially on blocking situations.
Second down and 9. Armstrong looking downfield. Receiver coming back. Incomplete. Terrific job there defensively to get the pass breakup was Bubba Chapman.
For a minute, I thought Thomas was going to hang on to that ball. He went up and got it. Bubba Chapman was able to get his hand in there and jar that football loose, prevent the big play. Great throw from Armstrong, and he's got it for a second. Chapman is able to punch it out.
That's Bubba's 9th pass breakup of the season. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Pass is complete, first down, danger. Making the play for Nebraska, Johnny Jackson IV, who actually was part of the Rattlers training camp here at the beginning of the season, getting the first down.
Yeah, he came into camp, wasn't able to stick on this Rattlers team. Went to the University of Arizona, very familiar with this city and all, but just a great little wide receiver, a guy who understands the game and gets open as we look at the danger offense here. Tommy Armstrong, of course, we spoke about Quincy Walton, Gregory Dick Jr., Eric Thomas, Tavares McCormick, and those big linemen, Dominique Harris, Taylor Warren, and Adolphus Barnes.
First down, Armstrong fires incomplete. Out of bounds. Let's now take a look at the Rattlers defense.
A defense that's been pretty solid all year, too. As I mentioned earlier, leading the league in just about every category defensively.
Second down and 10 from Arizona 14. Walden right side, pickup of a couple for Nebraska. Bring up 3rd down.
This is where you want to get. You want to get them in 3rd and long as this field compresses down here, and it makes it a lot more difficult to score touchdowns and pick up first downs.
As we take a look at that Rattlers defense.
Rattlers defense, like you said, we've watched these guys a lot this year. Very dominating. Chris McAllister, Big Lance McDowell, Nick Diavanzo, linebackers Ricky Wyatt, the 3 defensive backs who've been mainstays all season.
3rd and 8. Armstrong finds Thomas, stretches for the first down, and he's going to get it. So 1st and goal for the danger. A big 3rd down conversion for them.
Great throw that time, too. He was able to stretch for a second. I thought he may have been a little bit short. But he was able to stick that ball out past the first down marker and pick up the first down.
Thomas came into tonight's game leading the danger in catches, yards, and he has 7 touchdowns, which is 2nd on the team. 1st and goal, danger. Handoff. Great job making the tackle there. The big fella. Lance McDowell, 6'4", 325, gets the tackle around the ankles.
And he controls everything inside the tackles down there in the trenches, Chris. I mean, it's hard to move him. He splits the double team. We've seen him just totally disrupt offensive down there. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to run the ball up the middle against him.
He plugs some gaps down there.
Oh, yes, he does.
No doubt about it. 2nd and goal from the 4. Armstrong and shotgun. He's going to call his own number up the middle. Great job coming up to make the stop. Ricky Wyatt Jr. along with McDowdell.
That's all scouting right there, Chris. I mean, they knew exactly what was going on. He had nowhere to go with that football. All scouting. Give it to the Rattlers, of course, the assistant coaches and Kevin Guy for knowing the dangerous tendencies and things that they do on 2nd and short, 3rd and short.
Well, now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4. Let's see if the Rattlers can come up with a stop. Armstrong's going to keep it and waiting for him. Staying at home. Chris McAllister making the big play for that Rattlers defense.
Chris McAllister, 6'2", 255 out of Baylor. Look at him, doesn't go for the play fake. Armstrong's not an easy guy to tackle one-on-one as well. McAllister does a great job of staying home and tackling him for a loss, making it even more difficult for the danger.
McAllister came into tonight's game with 3.5 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss. It's going to bring on the field goal for Diego Marquez. 27-yard attempt. And it is no good. No good. So that Rattlers defense comes up with a stop of their own. And we remain scoreless here with 3:13 remaining in the opening quarter. Timeout on the field. We'll take the break as well. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Kevin Guy's Kickoff is every Wednesday at Marley's in Chandler from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. The show is recorded live and can be heard on NBC Sports Radio 1060 AM, hosted by Dave Brewster Beerstein. Tune in to get the inside scoop from Coach Guy himself.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, tonight's game is presented by First Credit Union. Find your financial sunshine today at firstcu.net. So glad to be with us here. Talking Stick Resort Arena. Chris Harris here along with Randy Gatewood. And we are scoreless. Just over 3 minutes remaining here, opening quarter. Each team comes with a defensive stop here early on. It's going to be a pitch to the right side of Monroe, and there is no room to work with over there.
Running up to hit, too, that time. Exactly.
DeAndre Coley.
Yeah. That's a big hit against a big guy. Little guy come in throwing his body around like that.
Coley, 6'1", 200 out of Arkansas. 2nd and 9. Arizona from their own 6. Ziemba steps in, fires, pass is complete. Jamal Miles with the catch.
2 crossing routes, just trying to put a little pressure on the defensive back. One a little shorter, one a little deeper. I thought Ziemba had a little time that time, Chris, to maybe sit back and hit Harrington, who was on the deeper dig route, but he took what he got the first down, keep the chains moving.
Ball at the 16. Play action. Ziemba, a little screen, dumps it off to Monroe. Breaks loose down the middle of the field. Daryl Monroe still on his feet inside the 10. Carrying half the Nebraska defense down to the 2-yard line.
Wow. Great play call by Kevin Guy. Knowing these guys are pinning their ears back. Look at him. Great job of Ziemba selling it and dumping it to him. And look at the run after catch. How strong and powerful he is. Look, just dragging people with him. And then look at all 3 linemen downfield too. Great play call that time from Kevin Guy.
And there were 5 Nebraska players trying to bring down Monroe by the end of the play. First and goal, Rattlers from the 3. Handoff Monroe. Great penetration there by Nebraska to get the stop.
They were waiting for him that time. Big Cortell Jenkins, 6'3", 300 out of Miami, was waiting for him that time. I don't know if you're going to be able to break that tackle, Chris.
Yeah, I think Monroe was a little tired on that play too. He was carrying about 1,000 pounds worth of danger on the previous play.
Great play call. It's like all this misdirection that, you know, teams do nowadays. Of course, we can always see it from up here, but had Ziemba handed that ball to Miles, Miles would have walked in for the touchdown that last play.
30 seconds remain, opening quarter. Second and goal. Ziemba fires Harrington. Coming up to make the stop, though, is Brandon Rowe.
I've been impressed, Chris, with this dangerous secondary tonight, though. You know, we talked to Coach Brown before the game, and he's like, hey, we're going to do a little bit of everything. And it looks like tonight they've created a little bit of confusion for this Rattlers offense. We haven't seen them sputter like this in the first game. So it's interesting to see how they've made it a little difficult for Arizona this first quarter.
And it'll be a third and goal for the Rattlers when we come back. We are through one quarter here at Talking Stick Resort Arena, and we are scoreless between Arizona and Nebraska. The second quarter when we come back right here on the Phoenix CW.
Let's hear it for the Arizona Rattlers Sidewinders. Presented by Par Excellence, Clear Skin Institute, Evie Hotry, EOS Fitness, and Kendra Scott.
Finally, you guys got here. Oh, very good, very good. It's the important people up front, right?
The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Spooner Physical, transforming our community's physical therapy and hand therapy needs for 29 years. Experience health in motion for yourself. Tea of a Kind. Stop, rethink your drink. Hydrate with Tea of a Kind. The Park, eat local, party local, the official post-game spot of your Arizona Rattlers. And Casino Arizona, the hottest gaming action is at Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort. As we get set here for quarter number 2, and it's going to be 3rd and goal for the Rattlers from the 3-yard line.
The Dangerous made it tough, really tough on Arizona so far, you know, through the start of this game. Let's see what Coach Guy's got dialed up.
Ziemba goes shotgun, little jet sweep, handoff. Jamal Miles, touchdown Rattlers. Jamal Miles with the 3-yard touchdown run, his 4th touchdown carry of the season.
He does a great job of just kind of picking, finding his way, finding a little seam, a little gap to shoot through, and is able to get in the end zone for the Rattlers' first touchdown tonight.
Jimmy Camacho will now come on for the extra point. And it is good.
And the extra point attempt is
So the Rattlers, on the first play of the second quarter, get the first points of the game. Jamal Miles from 3 yards out. Rattlers on top. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to bring on family, friends, coworkers, youth groups, or employees to see Rattlers football? We can customize a package and experience just for you. From a high-five tunnel, pregame tour, or youth group performances, we've got something for everyone. For more information, visit any of our Night Fan booths located along the concourse or by visiting azrattlers.com. Night Fan, it's time for tonight's Skyline.
Jamal Miles with the 3-yard touchdown run to get the Rattlers on the board.
As you can see, he just kind of picks his way through there on the jet sweep, is able to find a little seam following behind that big offensive line, is able to get in for the Rattlers' first score tonight.
Arizona with the 7-0 lead. Camacho to kick it away. Back to return for the Danger. And it looks like it was number 24, Devontae Sapp Lynch, and he is the younger brother of Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch.
And a total smaller version of him. Walks like him, dressed like him, built like him, just a mini version of him. Mini Beast Mode, you know?
And he runs hard.
He does, absolutely.
So that Danger offense comes back out on the field to start from their own 11-yard line. Armstrong steps up, fires. The intended target was Eric Thomas, falls incomplete. And Randy, this Arizona defense, they've been stout all season long, giving up just 36 points per game. That leads the league.
They've done a great job in every aspect of the game, too. From the D-line to the linebackers to the defensive backs. And he's had plenty of interchanging parts back there in the secondary as well. And they all seem to get it. The system totally works here. They've done a great job thus far, Chris.
Handoff right side. Lynch reverses course. big pickup there for Lynch all the way out to the 20-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1. As we take a look at some of those numbers, look at the forced turnovers, 21, 14 interceptions, but how about your defense scoring some points, 6 touchdowns?
That's amazing. That's amazing. And then look at the total defense, 213, and they've got 19 sacks, and probably should have a whole lot more, being that the quarterback sees them coming and kind of throws the ball in the stands and stuff like that. So great job defensively.
3rd down. Great job defensively once again by Arizona. Boy, that front. How about big McDowell?
Big Lance. You see the dance too, Chris. How about the dance?
He's feeling it a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's got some moves, but look at him just push the center back into the running back. Had no chance then, as he's pushing Taylor Warner back into Sap Lynch, knocks him down, and then of course they're able to clean him up after that. Nick Diavanzo was able to get him. Wow, great play. Look at the dance. I see you, big fella.
That's 6'4", 325 with the moves. 43-yard field goal attempt by Diego Marquez. And it is no good, wide right. Marquez now 0 for 2 on field goals. He started the year with Tucson and just recently got picked up by the Danger. Played his college ball at the University of Miami.
Yeah, we saw him, like you mentioned, with the Tucson Sugar Skulls earlier, but you look at kicking the ball in this league, Chris, it's really tough, like really tough. You got about 9 feet is all you got, and you got to be super accurate. It comes with being a kicker in this league, and some guys do it well, some guys not so well, and Kevin Guy even talked about his kicker needing to be a little bit more consistent, especially on extra points, and being able to have confidence when he's out there kicking those field goals. So it's not as easy as it looks. Really tough job to be a kicker.
And it's not just the kicker, it's the entire unit, the long snapper, the holder, and the kicker. Another jet sweep there by Miles, pickup of about 5 from the Peoria High School products.
I thought we was going to get to see my favorite aspect of the game, Chris, is that foot race. As Miles turned that corner, I thought he was going to be able to get through there. They were able to push him into the boards and slow him down.
You mentioned Miles coming out of Peoria High School, also former ASU Sun Devil. He left ASU as the school's all-time leader in kick return yards. 2nd and 5, Ziemba delivers in and out of the hands of Jamal Miles, and you will not see that happen too often.
Great throw from Ziemba that time, too, on the dig route by Miles. As you said, Chris, you will not see him drop much. Man, he wasn't able to hold on to that one. He might still be running had he been able to bring that one in.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 now for Arizona.
I guess we talked about him a little too highly, that previous play and throughout the first quarter, and
You think there is such thing as a broadcaster's jinx?
You just never know.
Ziemba has time, steps in, delivers. In and out of the hands. Jamal Miles once again.
Yes, I do believe there's a such thing as a broadcaster's jinx. Yes. Until then, I don't think I fully believed it, but now I do.
One time you're not sure. 2 times in a row?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. All it is, though, we used to talk about it all the time, Chris. The drop ball is a total lack of concentration. All it is. You've grown up playing a game you love. You understand it. You get it. If you threw him that ball 20 times, he'd probably catch 19 of them. It's just a matter of concentrating and bringing the ball in.
So 4th down and 5, and we're going to have a timeout on the field. There's a good look right there at Nebraska head coach Pig Brown. He's also the defensive coordinator. Now he's in his first season as the head coach. Last year he was the defensive coordinator. He's a former linebacker for Nebraska, and last season he was inducted into the IFL Hall of Fame along with his offensive coordinator Jamil Sewell. And Sewell, he used to be a quarterback for the Danger and a former 2-time IFL MVP. So quite the credentials on this coaching staff here for Nebraska.
Absolutely, and he was such a joy to talk to. You know, just the energy, how he spoke, what he said about his players. You know, like just a really super cool guy, and the type of guy you would probably absolutely want to have on your staff if you're in this league.
And yes, we did ask him about the name Pig. It was a nickname given to him when he was a kid, and it stuck. Didn't really give us the full details on how got the name Pig, but it's been his since he was a little kid.
It stuck.
4th down and 5 for Arizona from their own 10. Coming out of the timeout by Nebraska, Ziema takes a shot down the field. Intended receiver was Jamal Miles. And Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy, we'll just say he wasn't overly happy with that decision to take the shot down the field.
Oh no, he was not overly happy at all, and he voiced it. He made sure that Jeff Ziemba knew it that time. So put the pressure back on the defense, though. They can handle it, you know. They've rose to the occasion plenty times this year, and he was not happy about it.
So that's going to give the Danger a 1st and goal from the Rattlers' 10-yard line. And as you say, it puts the pressure on that Arizona defense to try to come up with a stop. Nebraska, meanwhile, looking to tie this game. A little screen pass, nothing there. Ricky Wyatt Jr. sniffed it out, though. Intended receiver was Devontae Sapp Lynch.
Yeah, that play wasn't going anywhere. Chris McAllister put so much pressure on him so fast, and he also knocked Lynch off of his little route trying to get to the spring play. Danger team they're very predictable right now, Chris, and Kevin Guy's kind of got the beat on them as far as what they do offensively.
2nd and goal. Armstrong juggles the snap, it fires, delivers, catch is made, touchdown Danger. Hauling it in for the 10-yard score is Johnny Jackson IV.
It's a great catch. Great catch by Johnny Jackson in the back of the end zone. I thought he had maybe thrown this ball out of the back of the end zone, and Jackson goes up and gets it. Wow, great catch. Dylan Winfrey's got great coverage on him, but he's not able to keep him from catching that football.
Marquez on for the extra point, Armstrong the hold. And it is good. 7:43 remaining, first half. Nebraska gets on the board, Armstrong to Jackson. We're tied at 7. We'll be right back right here on the Phoenix CW in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. 7:43 remaining here, first half. Tied at 7, a defensive battle here, Randy.
I don't think anyone thought this would happen tonight, but, you know, it's one of those things where you don't play up to the level you're capable of playing. Someone comes in here and they withstand the little barrage you throw at them. And I tell you, Nebraska has kind of done some things tonight, and Arizona's out of sync right now. You know, they've confused Ziemba in the passing game. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on this next drive, Chris.
Yeah, you got the highest scoring teams in the league. Arizona 64 points a game, Nebraska 52, and on the run, Jared Harrington. Flags flying everywhere as Harrington takes it in for the score. But we've got 1, 2, 3 flags on the field.
Yeah, unfortunately, this one's coming back. We're going to have a holding on this particular one. And, you know, I don't speculate at all, you know. Great job, great return by Harrington that time.
Unfortunately, it'll be coming back. Here's the call. And look who's coming in at quarterback, Randy. It's going to be the new signee, the reigning IFL MVP, Drew Powell. He signed with the Rattlers last week, and he has taken the field for the first time in an Arizona uniform.
And Coach Guy told us he will get reps. We just didn't know how soon it would be or when it would come. And here he is. Here's his opportunity. Let's see what happens.
Dual threat quarterback. Fakes the handoff, gets tripped up a little bit, falls forward of a pickup of about 1. But you got to think his emotions are just flying high right now, getting on that field again.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's a good thing, though, he has the experience of playing in all those big games. And, you know, he did actually beat Arizona 3 times a season ago. So it's just a matter of him getting his feet wet, getting familiar with the terminology, the offense, understanding, you know, the combination routes. But he's got all the tools. He's got all the intangibles to be great.
Yeah, Powell played for the Iowa Barnstormers last year, led them to United Bowl championship. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Looks like he got horse collared there near the first down marker, and they're going to give him the first down. So Powell was the IFL MVP, first team All-IFL, United Bowl champion, and he actually played for Nebraska 2 years ago. And when we talked to Nebraska head coach Pig Brown about Powell, he said he is such a different player now than he was 2 years ago with the danger, because he knows the game now. He said it's just a difference maker for him. 1st and 10, Powell delivers. Pass is complete to Harrington. That'll move the chains. First down, Rattlers.
Great throw. Great job of Harrington finding a hole in that zone as Brandon Rowe closed on him really quick. Nice play fake there to Monroe and just get it right over the top. Powell, the big lefty, reminds me of another big lefty who I know very well.
Mr. Cedric Bonner.
That would be him.
Yeah, Powell, he's 6'3", 220 out of Livingstone College. Finds Harrington on that one. Harrington leads the Rattlers in catches this season. Powell's going to tuck it and go. Pickup of about 9. And that's what makes Drew Powell so dangerous. He can make plays with his arm as well as his feet.
And he looks comfortable. Look at him. Drops back, takes that one step, tucks and runs, is able to pick up first down. As Lavarius Bernardo was able to bring him down from behind, lost his helmet in the process, but a great looking drive so far for Powell on his first one here with the Rattlers.
2nd down and 1 from the danger 10. Handoff left side, Monroe. It's going to be close to a first down. And it looks like they're going to give it to him, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Rattlers. Now, I had a chance to talk to Drew Powell a couple of days ago, and I asked him, you know, what brought him here to come to Arizona. And he said he's always respected Arizona, and he wanted to be part of the winning culture that they have here. And they just do all the little things to make the organization so special. It's a very professional organization they run here. And he wanted to develop his skill set under Arizona head coach Kevin Guy, and he wants to win a title.
Certainly couldn't have came to a better place. All those intangibles, all those things couldn't have came to a better spot. The Rattlers have certainly done a great job of doing that.
And we talked to Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy yesterday. He said Drew Powell, in a word, he's a gamer. When the bright lights come on, he's ready to go.
And you can sense even his calmness about him right now. You know, like you said, his emotions have got to be going crazy right now. But he's going about his business like he's done this before. And I look for him throughout the rest of this season. Like I said, that quarterback battle here is going to heat up. It's going to come down to who's going to be the most consistent as they get ready for this playoff run.
2nd down and goal for Arizona from the 6. Flag is down as Powell rolls out to his left, fires back to the end zone, complete. Touchdown, Arizona. Jared Harrington hauls it in, but a penalty flag is down. And Rattlers center Steve Garola indicates it's going to be against the danger. Let's see if he's right. So Drew Powell with his first touchdown pass as an Arizona Rattler rolls out to his left, fires to the back of the end zone for Jared Harrington.
Makes it look easy too. Play fake there, freezes Chris Martin and allows him to get outside the pocket, and he finds Harrington wide open in the back of the end zone.
And for Jared Harrington, that is his 10th touchdown catch of the season. That leads Arizona. Extra point is up and good, but we got a penalty flag from as Jimmy Camacho got run into, and that's what the penalty flag is for. Let's hope that Camacho's okay, as you see him right there limping off the field.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be all right. Those kickers aren't used to getting hit at all, not used to getting touched at all, and that time Robert Haynes come flying through trying to block the kick and may have got him.
So there you have it, 2:51 remaining here in the first half. Arizona now with the 14-7 lead. Drew Powell checks in for Arizona, leads them on a scoring drive.
Made it look easy too. Not a worry in the world. That's the beauty of having a veteran like that, a guy that Kevin Guy can bring him in, teach him the offense in 1 week, and then he can go out and put all of that together on the field.
So this Rattlers offense, a little slow here in the first half, but you look at their season numbers, Randy, that's what makes it even more surprising about the 14 points here. It's just under 3 minutes remaining in the first half.
Yeah, and they've done that, as we mentioned earlier, without 75% of the starting lineup they had in the first week. They've lost 6 of 8 players that initially was on the starting offense when this thing started, and it's just a great job, a testament to the staff, to the scouts, to the training, to everything that Kevin has done. He spoke highly about that too, Chris, about how we're going to continually try to grow and bring talent in, and that's what they've done with Drew Powell.
And Camacho hammers that one through the back of the end zone. I guess Jimmy Camacho's okay.
Yeah, I think he's going to be all right, you know. Those kickers are tough, Chris. Those guys are tough as nails, you know.
Am I sensing a little sarcasm out of you, Randy?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You know, those guys are tough, you know.
Okay.
They're football players too, you know.
Yes, they are.
Let's see if that's what this defense needed, though, was an offensive blast, a touchdown to really get this energy going now and shut down the danger.
So after the roughing the kicker penalty is enforced, danger will start from their own 10-yard line. Armstrong trying to buy himself some time. Penalty flag is thrown. Armstrong fires. Intercepted. Dylan Winfrey gets up. Off to the races across the field. Winfrey brings it back inside the 14-yard line. Penalty flags are down. Let's see what it's for. But Dylan Winfrey, he's got 3 interceptions in his last 2 games. Let's see if he got another one here. See if the play stands.
Holding, offense, number 71. The penalty is declined. Ruling on the field is an interception by the defense. First down, Arizona.
So Dylan Winfrey, his 5th interception of the season. That is tied for the league lead. And he's now got 4 of those interceptions in the last 3 weeks.
What a great job of concentrating. As he's falling down, he makes that catch. And as you mentioned, Chris, he had 3 interceptions in his last 2 games. So now he's got a 4th in his last 3 games, and he's returned 1 of those for a touchdown, which he almost took that one in had he had 1 more block on the right side just then.
Yeah, on April 22nd at San Diego, Winfrey had 2 interceptions, returned 1 for 30 yards for the score, and he was named the league's Defensive Player of the Week for his efforts in that game against San Diego as Powell with the keeper.
This little quarterback draw has given the danger fits so far because these guys are trying to get up the field so fast. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get to the quarterback to eliminate the time he has to throw to these receivers, and he's just taking 1 little jab step and running right up the middle, picking up 6-8 yards every time.
And Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy, he's well aware of Drew Powell's skill set because Powell just had his way with the Rattlers the last couple of years.
What a great pickup, though, because, you know, when Powell got released, he probably could have went to any team he wanted to go to, you know. So it's great job of Kevin and them, you know, doing everything they've done and creating an environment that he wanted to play in.
Penalty flag is down. The pitch to Miles. Battling for the goal line. Reaches over. Touchdown Rattlers. But there is a flag on the play. Let's see what it's for.
It's a great job of Miles getting that ball over getting it in for the end zone. I mean, for the touchdown, though. The play kind of looked like it could be a disaster for a second as the play clock was running low. Powell was able to get it snapped and get it over to Miles, and what a great job of staying alive and getting that ball in the end zone. See if it holds up.
Illegal defense. Number 24. The linebacker was not at the back of the defensive box. The penalties declined. Result of the play.
So how about Jamal Miles with the 8-yard touchdown? Jimmy Camacho come out for the extra point for Miles, his 2nd touchdown rush of the game.
Yeah, they were able to get that ball and capitalize on that turnover, go down and punch it in and take a 2-touchdown lead here.
Camacho's extra point is up and good, and we are at the 1-minute warning here at Talking Stick Resort Arena. Jamal Miles from 8 yards out. Rattlers lead 21-7. We'll be right back right here on the Phoenix CW. 57 seconds remaining here, first half. Arizona with the 21-7 lead. Jamal Miles with his second touchdown run of the game.
Yeah, a little low scoring too for Arizona, but as you can see, he's able to get it out to him, and look at him wait for his blocking, okay? And then at the end, lunge and stick that ball over into the end zone. Really good job. Look how excited the linemen are for him to run that ball in as well.
And you mentioned the blocking. Give credit to wide receiver Robert Lewis out of Washington State. He just signed with the Rattlers this week. Only had one practice with them on the field, unselfish play, getting the block, helping Miles get the score.
And Kevin spoke highly about him too, you know, about how well he does things. Good routes, good hands, big, fast. Look for him to make some plays tonight as well.
Big return for the danger, and gone for the score is Devontae Sapp Lynch, off to the races. And Nebraska came into this game #1 in the IFL in kickoff return average. In fact, Eric Thomas is their big return guy, 2 touchdowns. And this time it's Sapp Lynch taking it the distance.
Yeah, he makes one cut right here, picks up a block, and anytime once you miss that last tackle, there's nobody's going to get him that time. I would say that's full beast mode right there. Not many beast mode that time.
I don't know if beast mode's got that kind of speed though.
Great job though of taking that thing to the house that time.
Extra point by Marquez.
Got a little extra.
Was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a little extra something going on down there. But Sapp Lynch, the kickoff return for the score. 21-14. Plenty of time here, though, for the Rattlers. 49 seconds remaining in the half. And Kevin Guy does such a great job with clock management at the end of halves that you got to think they'll milk this thing all the way down and try to get some more points on the board.
And you would think that, you know, a kickoff return is tragic, but when you really take into the 1-minute timing rules and everything like that, there's still 49 seconds left on the clock, yeah. And Arizona wants the ball back anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. But, you know, hopefully now that Arizona can get the ball now and manage this 1-minute timing rules and then run it all the way down so that if they do have to give it back to them, they don't have a lot of time.
And make sure you stick with us at halftime. Catch up with Rattlers owner Ron Schertz. Have first half stats and highlights, and also catch up with Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy and get his thoughts on the first half. All that and more coming up at the half. So a little surprised Eric Thomas not returning the kicks here. He had 2 returns last week, one a kickoff return and then one off a missed field goal he took back for scores. But it's Devontae Sapp Lynch here getting it done for the danger on special teams. Coming up to make the grab. There's Harrington in the full run. Has room. Jared Harrington down the left sideline.
Oh.
Gets brought down inside the 5. Jared Harrington answering Sapp Lynch's return with a huge return of his own. Arizona will start inside the Nebraska 5.
Great job of taking that ball and getting downhill. Look at him. Makes one miss, picks up a block that time right there from Devin Cockrell, and just 1 or 2 steps away from taking that thing on in for a touchdown as well. What about back-to-back returns like that, though?
Pretty impressive. And
Very
how about Harrington? He caught that ball off the bounce almost in full stride.
A great job on the kickoff return, which he had one taken away from him earlier, so he almost redeemed himself again on that one.
First and goal, Arizona from the Nebraska 4. Powell's going to keep it up the middle. Great job by the danger. Number 43, Chris Martin. He just grabbed a hold of Powell by the ankles and didn't let go.
He barely hung on too, Chris. I thought Powell was going to actually slip him and walk in the end zone for his first rushing touchdown. As you can see them running that clock all the way down.
And now Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy calls his first timeout of the half. Arizona still 2 more timeouts remaining, 14 seconds on the clock.
14 seconds is a lifetime too, when you've got 2 timeouts and the ball is inside the red zone here on the 3.5 yard line. So plenty of time, no panic. He wants to score with maybe just a few seconds left on the clock. But I don't know if it's a good idea to kick that thing off to Lynch Sapp again based on what happened the last time.
Might have to kick that ball out of bounds. And that's one of the strong suits for Arizona throughout the season, has been that kickoff coverage unit. They've done a fantastic job all year long, led by the special teams coach, Jeff Jarnigan, but Sapp Lynch got loose on that one.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything like that. Like, we've seen Arizona run a few touchdowns back and a few kickoffs and have some huge returns, but we've never seen, Arizona on the opposite end of that. And he spoke about special teams coverage, kickoff coverage in our interview with him yesterday. So you can guarantee when he goes in at halftime, he's going to be looking to shore that up and make a couple of other minor adjustments as well.
But Jared Harrington answered right back. He's averaging 19.5 yards per kickoff return coming into tonight's game, and did a great job getting Arizona in field position here to try to get some more points on the board.
Absolutely. Puts them right here in the red zone. And like you said earlier, there's 14 seconds on the clock, which is an eternity when you talk about in this football league.
And now they just put 2 more seconds on the clock, so there's now 16 seconds on the clock.
You don't want to score too quickly right now, too.
2nd and goal. Powell's going to go shotgun. Harrington on the jet sweep, cuts it inside, touchdown Arizona. Penalty flag is down though. Let's see what the call is. But Harrington there on the jet sweep, cuts it in and finds the end zone.
If you notice, I said you do want to score quickly.
Yeah, I caught that, yeah.
Number 11. The defender was in the defensive belt on a line. The penalty is declined. Result of the play.
So Jared Harrington with the touchdown run, his 2nd touchdown of the game, one through the air and one through the ground.
Yeah, this jet sweep has given Nebraska plenty of problems here. Miles got in on the last one, and now Harrington is able to punch it in this time.
Extra point by Camacho. It is up and it is good.
Still 11 seconds left. That took a whole 5 seconds. So now you got to kick it off to him one more time. But you have to stress to your kickoff team that we cannot have a big return this time.
Do you kick it out of bounds?
I probably would, especially
don't even give them the opportunity.
Don't even give them a chance. Camacho has a big enough leg to do it. I would probably definitely kick it out of bounds.
So 11 seconds remain. 28-14. Jared Harrington, 2 touchdowns on the night, 1 through the air, 1 on the ground. And a great job there by Harrington as well. On that jet sweep, put that foot in the ground, cut it back to the inside, found his way into the end zone.
He makes 1 cut, and he's in the end zone. And the beautiful thing about this, though, Chris, is look who's on the special teams also, Scores a touchdown rushing, scores a touchdown receiving. Now he's going down on kickoff. Makes 1 cut and I'll get downhill. 1 little crease, and he's able to punch that in the end zone right there. Great job.
And Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy spoke highly of Harrington, kind of taking that next step. He, along with Jamal Miles, they were like the number 3 and 4 wide receivers to start the season. But the top 2 receivers early on, Desmond Epps and Anthony Amos, they're no longer with the team.
Yeah, they've certainly been the go-to guy the last several games.
So the kick is handled in the end zone. Getting knocked out of bounds is Quincy Walden. And there's now 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Much better job of going down and covering. As you can see, there was about 5 black shirts who were in front of him and forced him to the right side there, and they were able to push him out of bounds.
So the Danger will have the ball from their own 15-yard line. Nebraska still 2 timeouts remaining. Now
they got enough time for a couple of plays. Let's see if they, take a shot right now, or they just try and take some towards the sideline and then take 1 shot on goal here at the end.
Armstrong steps to his left. Time is ticking down. 2 seconds, 1 second. Gets out of bounds, no time on the clock. And that should do it.
I think they're going to give him 1 second.
Let's see what the officials decide.
That's the end of the first half.
And that will do it. It's halftime here.
We have a challenge flag. Coach Brown wants to challenge that last.
He wants to check out, see if there's any time on the clock.
Yeah.
Well, you saw Armstrong start floating to his left a little bit. Time was ticking away. He knew he had to make a decision.
Yeah.
Ruling on the field that the half was over. The play is under further review.
I think he's going to have one more second, though, Chris. I was watching the clock, and when he stuck it over, it looked like he did have 1 second left. It's just a matter of, you know, from that angle, too, what will they see and is it enough to overturn it?
But, Randy, when you are at home,
oh, yeah,
the clock is your friend.
Oh, absolutely.
So that clock better be at zeros on that play.
And it was at 0. So we'll see what happens here. Half of the guys were kind of already heading on in.
So give credit to the clock operator here. He did all he could to get everybody in the locker room here at the half.
He absolutely did the right thing.
But they are going to review it. So the ball's basically at midfield. So they can either...
But he's got to, you know, Armstrong's got to speed that thing up and know that, you know, that internal clock has got to go off in his head as he's at 2 seconds right now. You know, he's at 1 right now, and he sticks it over. So, I mean, great job of the camera that time and the guys in the truck of really, really honing in on that play because it looks like he will have 1 second left. But his internal clock has got to go off, Chris, and know that when this play started, I only had a few seconds, you know. Even if I don't stick that thing over there, throw it out of bounds, you know.
There's no challenge because the clock is not displayed. There's no challenge on the plays. The clock time is not displayed. That's the end of the half.
Okay. So it is now officially halftime as we get the explanation from the referee. And it is Arizona Rattlers leading Nebraska Danger by a score of 28-14. When we come back, we'll be joined by Rattlers owner Ron Schertz. Rattlers with the lead, 28-14 at halftime. We'll be right back.
Hey, Jeff.
It's halftime here at Talking Stick Resort Arena, and it's the Arizona Rattlers with the lead over the Nebraska Danger by a score of 28-14. And hello everybody, Chris Harris here along with Rattlers owner Ron Schertz. So glad you could join us as always. Appreciate the time.
So fun. Thanks for having me up.
Absolutely. Now, your thoughts, what you saw there in the first half?
Well, I just think we're playing okay, right? And it's kind of weird that Nebraska's hanging in there a little bit, but we're competing.
Now, Drew Powell, the new signing quarterback, last week, his first action of the season here tonight. What a signing that is. Your thoughts on him?
Well, I mean, you know, he's been a stud for quite a few years. He's been our problem last few years.
Yes.
So the fact he's on our team is great, and we'll see what happens, right? And it's pretty obvious he comes out here and makes some stuff happen.
8-0 on the season. The best start ever was 14-0 back in 2014. Went on to win the title that year. Your thoughts on the start to this season, though, undefeated?
Well, I just told Kevin before the game, I don't really care we go undefeated or not. We just want hardware like this, right? We just want hardware. We
That's
want
what it's
to
all
win.
about
We
right
want to
there.
win the deal, right? So get some mojo when it's possible, when you can, and that's what he does, and that's what makes him special.
Now, taking on the Nebraska Danger here tonight. Now, you are from Nebraska, a big Cornhusker fan. What's it like to see Tommy Armstrong, the former Cornhusker quarterback, on the field here?
It's actually a little starstruck, actually. The kid played 4 years, started 4 years to Nebraska, right?
It felt like 10 by the way.
I know, right? 4 years he played there, and he was a stud, and we watched him. Of course, we were no good, but he was good enough for a while there. But to see him out here is kind of cool, and I haven't had an opportunity to connect with him tonight, but I will.
We'll appreciate the time. Ron Schertz, the owner of the Arizona Rattlers. Always a pleasure to stop on by. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, bud.
All right, we're going to step aside for a quick break. Halftime here at Talking Stick Resort Arena. The Rattlers with the lead over the Danger, 28-14. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It's halftime here at Talking Stick Resort Arena, where the Rattlers lead the danger. First half highlights and stats coming up next. Welcome back, everybody. Talking Stick Resort Arena. It's halftime, and it's the Rattlers with the 28-14 lead over the Danger. Let's now take a look at some of the first half highlights from this one.
Low scoring first half, too. Great screen, great play call that time, though, from Kevin Guy. They run a screen to Daryl Monroe. He gets it all the way down inside the red zone, and Jamal Miles is able to take it in. Armstrong tosses a touchdown pass to Johnny Jackson, who makes a great catch in the back of the end zone for their first score. Harrington comes back, jet sweep, punches it in for another Rattlers touchdown, as we see Lynch Sapp take this thing and get downhill, takes a kickoff back for a touchdown. And as you move forward through this, you see Harrington comes back and answers and almost takes one back to the house himself, gets it inside the end zone, inside the red zone, as Jamal Miles is able to punch it in, stick that ball over the end zone.
And for Miles, that was his second touchdown of the game. So we take a look at some of the numbers from the first half. What do you like here, Randy?
You know, I like the fact that Arizona has held Nebraska to 4 first downs, which means the defense is continuing their dominance, which we sort of expected that, but, you know, I think that they're going to have to pick it up, though, a little bit more in this second half, because Coach Brown, as we spoke to him prior to the game, they're going to make some adjustments. They're going to hit them with a few different things that maybe Arizona has not seen. So Arizona has got to keep their foot on the gas, and Powell has came in for Ziemba and has done a great job. So I look for him to start this second half and see how everything's going.
All right, we're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we will catch up with Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. But as we go to break, we catch up with little Samuel Perticchese, part of the halftime show. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everybody. Halftime here, Talking Stick Resort Arena, Arizona with the 28-14 lead over Nebraska. Joined right now by Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. And Coach, we've got our first look at the new quarterback, Drew Powell. Your thoughts on what you saw from him?
Well, we had some issues. We had to kind of change our strategy. One of our new receivers, kind of tweaked his hamstring in warm-ups, and then our other new receiver pulled his hammy like in the first drive. So at that point, we just didn't play well the first 2 out of the first 3 drives. Situational, and we got Drew in because we knew we were going to have a running quarterback to try to pull this out. So, at the end of the day, he's getting his opportunity. He's got to make the most of it, and we got to rally around him. And our defense, our special teams, everybody else has got to step up if we're going to win this game.
2-touchdown lead, Coach. What was your message to the guys in the locker room?
Well, we got to execute. I talked to Jeff. He's just got to get dialed in on situations. On the first stop on 4th down, we don't throw the ball away on 4th down. You either got to try to make something happen or duck your head and try to go get the first down. And then on the second one, we took a shot, and the dig route was coming wide open. So we just got to understand situations. We're trying to move the chains. And he'll learn and he'll grow from it. I talked to him about it at halftime. But, the overall message to the team, we just got to execute. And the defense has got to continue to put the pressure on Armstrong on the other team there at quarterback.
Appreciate the time, Coach. Good luck second half. Rattlers coach Kevin Guy. Randy, your thoughts on what you just heard there?
I think he hit it right on the head when he said they have to execute. You look at the mistakes, the things that happened in the first half that allowed Nebraska to stay into this game, being one, the first drive where he throws the ball out of bounds and not even give yourself a chance. Second one being you take a shot on 4th down when all you need is 4 or 5 yards for a touchdown and you have plenty of time in the pocket. Let that route develop, take a shot and get that first down. And then defensively, I think they were a little out of sync at times, even though they've only held them to 14 points. But he hit it he hit the nail right on the head, Chris, when he mentioned execute, no mistakes, and then they have to have great leadership from the quarterback position.
And Randy, we'll take a moment here to revisit your keys to the game here as we get ready to start the second half.
Yeah, I think they've done a great job tonight on a couple of these. Timing and chemistry, number one, has been great. Controlling the line of scrimmage, they've done a pretty good job of that. They've had a little bit of pressure on the quarterback tonight, but the one thing that I think the most key to the game that's been the most effective is number 3. They've completely slowed down Thomas tonight, and he has not been able to get going like he usually does in the previous game for the Danger.
Yeah, Thomas, he's the leading receiver for Nebraska. He's the leading kick returner, although some of that got handled nicely by Sap Lynch. But we'll see what happens here in the second half, and it'll be the Danger who get the ball to start things off here.
And they've got to do something with the ball, Chris. They cannot allow this Rattler team to gain momentum or get momentum, because we've seen them take control of games in the third quarter and run teams out of the arena.
And, Nebraska, they got the second leading scoring offense in the league. 52 points per game as Sap Lynch, a nice little return there. Broke a couple of tackles. Gets the ball to about the 13-yard line.
Well, he is hard to bring down, Chris. It must be just something in the water in that family, because he is really tough to bring down, and we all know the story on the brother. So great job, though, of avoiding the tackler and at least getting it out past the 10-yard line there.
Sap Lynch, 5'8", 185 out of New Mexico Highlands. Do you think he's as big of a fan of Skittles as Marshawn?
If I had to guess, I'd probably say yes.
Think he had a couple of bags at halftime there in the locker room? Carry right side, big run. Walden finally gets knocked out of bounds by Chapman. But a great play there to open up the second half for the Danger.
We haven't mentioned his name tonight. Look at him take this ball and get through the one hole. Gets away with a hole that time. Dominique Harris gets away with a hole, but I guess it's not holding if they don't call it. Great job of Walden, though, taking that ball and getting downhill and picking up as much as he can.
Walden had 3 carries for 2 yards in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 13. Armstrong delivers across the middle of the field looking for Dent. Falls incomplete. Making the hit on Armstrong was Diavanzo. Great defense by the secondary, though, as well.
D'Avanzo gets a great jump off the ball that time, too. A great jump off the ball as Warner, has no chance of stopping him. I mean, he comes around him like it's no problem at all. Just a straight speed rush and almost gets to Armstrong in time.
2nd and 10. Handoff. Sapp Lynch breaks through. Still on his feet. Touchdown Nebraska, but a penalty flag is thrown. Let's see what the flag is for. But otherwise, it was Sapp Lynch with the 13-yard touchdown run, but let's see if it stands.
That was beast mode right there. I got to give it to him that time, Chris.
That was impressive. We saw his wheels on the kickoff return. We saw some strength there.
Play was over. Personal foul, offense number 76. The 15-yard penalty will be banked and enforced on the succeeding kickoff. Result of the play, touchdown.
So Devontae Sapp Lynch, 13-yard touchdown run.
Look how strong he's running. Call that running with an attitude right now. That last play just kind of puts his head down and runs over a defender into the touchdown. Wow.
So great opening drive to the second half here for Nebraska. They're an extra point away from making this a 7-point game.
I don't think you or I or anyone else probably saw this coming for them to be this close. But
extra point is no good.
Rattlers have not executed, though, tonight. So let's see if, Nebraska puts a little more pressure on and puts them in a position where they've got to make some adjustments. So
a little less than 2 minutes into the second half. Danger get on the board. They still trail by 8. We'll be right back right here on the Phoenix CW. The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Papa John's. When we win, you win. Day after every Rattlers win, you'll receive 50% off all online pizza orders. All Copy Products, your one-stop shop for workplace solutions and the official office solutions provider of your Arizona Rattlers. Santan Ford. At Santan Ford, it's all about you. And Miller Lite, great tasting, less filling beer. It's Miller time. Welcome back inside Talking Stick Resort Arena. Arizona with the 28-20 lead. Tight one here against the Danger. Rattlers 8-0 on top of the IFL standings. Nebraska 5-4, but they've won their last 2 games. And we touched on at the beginning of the broadcast, man. This team is starting to find their stride.
Yeah, they've been impressive at times too tonight. They just, they got themselves in a couple of situations, a couple of third and longs, and wasn't able to convert. But if you look at overall talent, the way some of these guys play the game, this is a very, very talented football team.
And let's take a look at Drew Powell's numbers last season with the Iowa Barnstormers, look how impressive that the rushing yards. He led the league in rushing. That 945 yards is also the second highest total in league history.
Wow. Wow. Quarterback almost runs for 1,000 yards. That's awesome.
And he got 34 passing TDs. Of course, he won the United Bowl with Iowa last year, league MVP. I mean, no wonder why this was just such a terrific acquisition here by the Rattlers. And give credit again to Kevin Guy, Jeff Jarnigan. They do such a terrific job of getting players here.
Certainly a testament to them, because he could have chose any team in the league to go to. And for him to search out Arizona and to pick, here for his destination is a testament to what Kevin Guy and Ron Schertz and Jernigan and Connie and, Windsor's down there coaching now. It's just a great group of guys.
First and 10 from the 15. Powell's going to keep it. Pickup of a couple. In on the tackle for Nebraska. Number 21, Robert Haynes.
Who's been all over the field tonight, He's done a really good job of protecting that box and making sure that, Powell is not able to take that thing up to the second level as well. But I think Kevin Guy has really simplified this offense tonight as well, Chris. Also, with this being Powell's first game, I think he's got a small package of things that he's going to run with him. He's not going to open it up completely just yet.
But he eventually will, no doubt about it. Powell is such a talent. Drops it off. Pass is complete into the dasher boards.
And as
well, coming up next on the Phoenix CW, the Phoenix Rising take on the Orange County Football Club at 7 o'clock. And you can catch the conclusion of this game online at youtube.com/Indoor Football League. So all that will be happening at 7 o'clock, so in about 20 minutes.
And as on that last play, I noticed Daryl Monroe, we had him split out of the backfield, and Coach Guy talked about how, he wasn't able to make that transition. So it's good to see him out there other than just in the backfield, as Powell takes it in for a touchdown.
Drew Powell with the 7-yard keeper.
That was easy.
Take another look.
That's just the catch, straight quarterback run all the way. And he's able to split 3 danger defenders and take it in for a touchdown. He's looked good tonight, Chris.
No surprise.
No, he's looked really good.
The reigning MVP of the Indoor Football League
has landed here in the desert.
And it looks like we got a challenge flag thrown, sitting at about the 19-yard line.
Nebraska is challenging whether or not the running back was set on the previous play. The play is under further review.
Oh. Is that a challengeable play?
We'll find out. Well, we had some big news in the Rattlers family this week. On Monday, the baby Rattler Garbo was born. That's right.
Oh, wow.
Bodie Lewis Garbo,
wow.
the son of the Rattlers PR man, Peter Garbo,
yeah.
Born on Monday afternoon. Check the vitals there, the height and the weight. Congratulations to Peter and Kimberly.
Absolutely.
Mother and daughter are doing terrific. Peter, we're still not too sure about.
When I saw him today,
seems like he's in a little bit of a haze still.
Yeah,
today.
he's still in a little bit of a haze and kind of still trying to figure it out. But I think he'll be fine.
And also there on the left, that is Bodie's older brother.
On the field is confirmed. The running back was set. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Want to make sure we give a shout out there to Bodie's older brother, Barrett, there in the photo as well, holding his younger brother. So the touchdown stands. Powell from 7 yards out, his first rushing touchdown of the season. Camacho now on for the extra point. Congratulations again to Peter and Kimberly Garbo.
That's awesome.
Their second child. Tell you what, Peter's a busy man right now.
Peter's always busy.
Even more so now. Camacho with the extra points. And it is good. Take another look. Drew Powell from 7 yards out. Rattlers with the lead, 35-20. We'll be right back. Well, look who's in the house here tonight. Marshawn Lynch, beast mode himself.
The real beast mode here in the building tonight.
Checking out his younger brother, Devontae Sap Lynch, who's got a couple of touchdowns here tonight for the Danger. So,
oh yeah, little brothers played well tonight. Played well.
Making big brother proud.
Oh yeah, I've been very impressed with him tonight. He's a smaller version, literally, of Marshawn. The way he runs, as powerful as he tries to run you over, he's not shying away from tackling or any of that type of stuff.
And a great job by our camera crew to track down Marshawn over there by the Danger bench.
They were able to corral him that time as Ricky Wyatt Jr. comes down and makes the tackle on the kickoff.
And you do know what jersey number Devontae is wearing, number 24, which was the jersey number of Marshawn Lynch.
Of course. And this Danger, the uniforms, these are like Seahawk-like colors.
Bit.
You know,
Little bit.
Yeah.
10.5 minutes remain here, third quarter. Arizona's made it a 2-score game, up 35-20. Lynch bounces to the left side, nowhere to go. Great pursuit by Arizona. In on the tackle, Chris McAllister, the defensive end, showing the athleticism he has there at defensive end.
He's long, he's rangy, and he does a great job of protecting the outside, not letting that running back get outside of him. Pushes him right into the boards, and he's able to stop him from turning that corner and making a huge gain.
Second down and 10. Jet sweep, Sap Lynch cuts it back inside. Not much room to work with there. Making the tackle is Bubba Chapman.
Boy, is he shifty though too. Super shifty. We haven't mentioned Bubba Chapman much tonight. You know, he's done a great job back there of making the calls and, you know, making the adjustments, and in the secondary, the leader of that secondary back there.
He's one of Coach Guy's guys, 5th year with the Rattlers. Third down, Armstrong takes a shot down the field. Intercepted, Bubba Chapman right on cue, Randy Gatewood.
Well, you know, Chris, that's what I do. You know, that's just how we roll, you know.
Bubba Chapman with his 4th interception of the season. And his 2nd on the team to Winfrey's 5 and 2nd in the league.
As we mentioned his name, he runs right back there playing center field, picks that ball off. Great job of concentrating that time too, as he has, Tavares McCormick trying to keep him from intercepting that ball as well.
And that's the 16th interception on the season for Arizona in its 9th game. They're averaging almost 2 interceptions a game.
Some ball hawks back there. And they probably have a few more. We've seen them, bobble and drop some over the course of this season as well. So I didn't want to bring that up, but it happened to slip out, But they've done a great job in the secondary of getting interceptions and creating turnovers for this offense.
And now gives the Rattlers the ball from their own 5-yard line. Powell drops off the screen. Monroe keeps his feet, following his blockers. First down, Arizona.
For a second, I thought we had a big play going there. He had those big 3 horses out in front of him. All 3 linemen were out in front of him.
And Monroe thought he had a big play coming up as well, as you saw him take a couple extra seconds to get up off the ground.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell he was a little frustrated. He didn't break out of those tackles there. Moves the chains, though. Now out to the 16, have a little bit of breathing room here. Powell's going to go under center. Pitch to the right side to Miles. Gets knocked out of bounds, gain of 2. That play worked for a touchdown in the first half, going to the left side.
That time, Chris Martin did a good job. A great job of kind of going airborne to jump on Jamal Miles' back that time and force him into the boards.
Well, don't forget, coming up next on the Phoenix CW, the Phoenix Rising take on the Orange County Football Club. That's coming up at 7 o'clock. And don't forget, you can catch the conclusion of this game online at youtube.com/indoor football league. So that'll be happening in just about 10 minutes. Danger player shaken up, being helped off the field.
Is that Cooley?
Hope he's okay.
Yeah, DeAndre Coley.
We've mentioned his name a couple of times here tonight.
Yeah, physical DB out of Arkansas. Good size, too, 6'1", 200. He seems to be walking okay, so I get the feeling we'll probably see him coming back in.
We're going to make sure they give him a look over, though. Make sure he's going to be okay to return. 7.5 minutes remaining here, 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 8. Powell fires, complete. First down, Rattlers. Hauling it in is Jamal Miles.
It's a great route that time by Miles. Really using that back motion to get up on the defender's toes and then break that thing off on the deep curl route. Great throw that time, too, from Powell. Timing was good. Chemistry was good. Everything looked good that time.
And that's a great point, Randy. I know it's what Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy brought up to us when we spoke with him yesterday. How difficult is it getting the timing between the wide receiver and the quarterbacks when everything's so new?
It's very, very difficult, and it usually takes a few weeks before you really start understanding what the players, what each others are thinking. So they've done a great job so far of really, wow.
And speaking of a great job, how about Drew Powell? 2nd rushing touchdown of the night, takes it in from 18 yards out. Rattlers continue to roll.
This guy's a gamer. KG called him a gamer, and he's showing you exactly why he said that. As he fakes the handoff that time to Daryl Monroe, takes the cut, and look at him just outrun everyone, Then drags the defender into the end zone for the touchdown.
But how about that backfield? You got Drew Powell, the reigning IFL MVP, the running back, Daryl Monroe, the reigning IFL Offensive Player of the Year. Pick your poison.
Unbelievable. Just the weapons that they have at their disposal on this team.
6:11 remaining here, 3rd quarter. Drew Powell with the scoring run from 18 yards out. Rattlers up 42-20. We'll be right back right here on the Phoenix CW. And tonight's game is presented by First Credit Union. Find your financial sunshine today at firstcu.net. And don't forget, the next home game will be on Saturday, June 8th against the Tucson Sugar Skulls, that intrastate rivalry. The game kicks off at 5:05 right here at Talking Stick Resort Arena, presented by Casino Arizona. So it's going to be fun to continue that rivalry with Tucson. So nice to have two teams here in Arizona.
Absolutely, and we talked about it earlier, like the name absolutely does it, fits the team so well.
Here's the return by Nebraska. It's going to be Gregory Dent with the return this time. How about that, pushing the pile forward? Gets it out, they're going to mark him at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, they had him stopped at least 10 yards prior to that. He keeps fighting. Then the reinforcements get there and they push him out there another 12 yards. Wow.
So Nebraska, they've used quite a few return guys here tonight. We've seen Walden and Sap Lynch and now Dent, and the best returner of the league, Eric Thomas. We haven't really seen him return any kicks here tonight.
I'm not sure if there's not something even going on with Thomas because he hasn't played a lot either.
Armstrong, slant route, catch is made by Dent. Beautiful throw by Armstrong to find Dent. Tackle is made by Philip Henry. That was one of the keys coming into tonight's game, was trying to figure out a way not only slow down Thomas, but also slow down Greg Dent.
That was a great throw and catch that time. He hits his back foot, he lets it go with gas, right in stride. If he slips that tackle, he walks in the end zone. Of course, Philip Henry is able to corral him and tackle him.
Dent leads the Nebraska with 9 touchdown catches on the season. Look at Armstrong scramble, gets out of bounds, takes the hit from Devontae Merriweather. Tell you what, Devontae Merriweather, he has had a fantastic season for the Rattlers. Leads the team in tackles coming into tonight with 60. And we talked to Coach Guy about Merriweather. He said this is a guy that made huge strides from last season to this season. He finally understands the game and what a difference it's making for him.
He's a great attitude also, and he's the jokester on the team too, the class clown. Another one of KG's guys as well.
Armstrong with the scramble, goes up and over for the score. Tommy Armstrong showing the athleticism. Goes up and over the top for the score from 14 yards out. Penalty flag is down.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. Wow.
Number 33, the defensive end was wider than the adjacent guard. The penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
How about Tommy Armstrong? For him, that is his 17th rushing touchdown of the season. That leads the league.
I mean, he takes off from the 4-yard line, Chris, and lands in the end zone with ease.
That's how you used to get it done, right?
Man, you give him, see, I'm trying to keep, I'm trying not to, give myself too much love, too much credit, and you just feed me,
I'll set you up like a good teammate. I'll get you some dimes. Extra point is no good, 42-26 it remains.
It's a super athletic play that time from Armstrong, though. Wow, it's impressive.
Well, let's take a look now at the Rattlers' upcoming schedule. This is how they're going to wrap up the regular season. They had 3 road games coming into tonight. 3 more road games coming up at San Diego, at Tucson, at Cedar Rapids, then back home for the final 2 games of the regular season. Tucson Sugar Skulls, and they wrap up the regular season against San Diego.
6 out of 7 on the road. I'm sure Kevin wasn't too happy about that, but hey, I guess it would be great, though, to finish up those last 2 at home, rolling into the playoffs as well. And if everything goes well, maybe they even get home field advantage, and then they don't have to travel anymore after that. So the road to the playoffs.
There's beast mode, Marshawn Lynch.
Number 16, Jared Harrington, back to his
How about that? He's got the Hennessy hoodie, and we got the Raiders hoodie next to him.
Oh yeah, guy's one heck of a football player though, boy. Man, can he play?
Tough man to bring down.
Oh yeah, one-on-one is very difficult to bring him down. He's had a good run. He had a really, really good run in Seattle, and of course now in Oakland and back home. That's home for him. You know?
Oakland is home.
Yep.
Started his career in Buffalo.
Yep. Yep.
And that ball is kicked out of bounds by Marquez, and upset with himself. That's not what he was looking to do. We showed you that upcoming schedule just a moment ago. Rattlers on top of the standings right now, 8-0. One game ahead of Iowa. And coming up next on the Phoenix CW, the Phoenix Rising take on the Orange County Football Club at 7 o'clock. And don't forget, you can get the conclusion of this game online at youtube.com/indoorfootballleague. And Jared Harrington doing some work on the left side, picks up the first down.
He is tough. Once he gets ahead of steam going, he is tough. He's shifty, makes one cut. Haynes makes a big hit on him that time. He pops right up like it's nothing either. Heavy dose of running the football tonight, though, Chris. You know, a lot more than maybe what I was anticipating out of Arizona tonight.
Yeah, they came into tonight's game averaging just over 108 yards on the ground, second in the league. Monroe, left side, knocked into the dasher boards. Gonna bring up second down and 1 from the 5.
You know, we're used to Monroe coming out of the backfield, but he's done a great job of lining up at wide receiver, then going up catching the football with his hands tonight, and then getting upfield after the catch. And I know that was one concern that Kevin had for him was how does he transition out of the backfield, and he stepped up tonight, and he's done a really good job of it.
And it's just his second game of the season. His only other game was April 6th against San Diego. Monroe, right side, hurdles defender of his own, picks up the first down, but a penalty flag is thrown. Let's see what the call is.
You may get Lewis on that one, Chris.
Holding. Offense, number 12. 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
As much as you don't want the penalty, it's hard to get mad at a wide receiver who's trying to spring a block to get his man into the end zone.
Yeah, that's the cardinal sin. You can't get mad at the wide receiver at all. Like, it's, you know, I mean, we really didn't make a mistake. You know, like no, we don't make errors. You know, it's everybody else's fault. Okay?
You keep talking over there. You keep talking, Gatewood. Powell gonna keep it. Not much room to work with. Great pressure up front. We'll give credit to Chris Martin. First man there to slow down Powell.
Yeah, for the first time we see them actually get actual pressure on Powell. He just had nowhere to go with the football that time. Good job of the dangerous secondary of passing receivers off. And he had, like I said, he had nowhere to go with the football. They were able to sack him.
So that's now going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for Arizona from the 14. About 1:20 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And now Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy wants to call the timeout.
Yeah, play clock was running down on us big time
Arizona.
that time.
So 1:14 remaining here, 3rd quarter. 3rd and 10. Arizona from the Nebraska 14-yard line.
So what does Kevin Guy dial up right here? Is this Jamal Miles territory?
I'll
Harrington.
I tell you what, it's nice to have options.
Plenty of them. Plenty of them. Quarterback draw. Monroe on the screen. You know, the danger, they're going to be pinning their ears back trying to get home on this 3rd and long. I think we might see a screen this time, maybe.
Third and 10, coming out of the timeout. Powell looks for the intended receivers, intercepted. Man is down for the Rattlers. It looks to be Robert Lewis who took a hit. Getting the interception for Nebraska. Looks like it's Najee Bright.
Yeah, great concentration, though. Look at the concentration.
Boy, just laid out for it in the end zone. Terrific effort by Najee Bright. But he is still down. And thankfully for the Rattlers, Robert Lewis is up, the intended receiver who took a hit as well. But let's hope that Najee Bright is going to be okay. So Najee Bright remains down with a minute remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Take another look at the play. So it's Robert Lewis, the intended receiver. Great job by Bright. Lay out, make the grab.
Great concentration.
Decides to bring it out. And he saw that right knee buckle underneath the pile. Did not look good at all. So Najee Bright still down on the field. All right, we're going to step aside for a quick break. We'll be right back. Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Spooner Physical, transforming our community's physical therapy and hand therapy needs for 29 years. Experiencing health in motion for yourself. Tea of a Kind. Stop, rethink your drink. Hydrate with Tea of a Kind. The Park. Eat local, party local. The official post-game spot of your Arizona Rattlers. And Casino Arizona. The hottest gaming action is at Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort. And there's a look right now at Najee Bright being taken off on the stretcher.
You hate to see that, man. You know, the game of football, and you know, you hate to see a guy get hurt and injuries and stuff like that, man. So hopefully he's going to be okay and he'll make a full recovery at some point, I hope.
Hoping for the best for Najee Bright.
Yeah.
Armstrong, keeper, left side. Merriweather coming up to make the tackle.
Devontae Merriweather, Johnny on the spot, you know, can play DB or linebacker, you know, and tonight he's predominantly played, you know, linebacker, but he does a little bit of both, you know.
Yeah, he's the prototypical bandit.
Oh, yeah.
In this defense. He can come up and stop the run, but he can also drop into coverage as well. 2nd down and 3. Final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Armstrong, left side. Gave the little stutter step there, but Winfrey wasn't having any of it. Finally brings down Armstrong, and we are through 3 quarters here at Talking Stick Resort Arena. And it is the Arizona Rattlers. They lead the Nebraska Danger 42-26. Having some fun here in the Snake Pit. We'll be right back with the 4th quarter in just a moment.
Let's hear it for the Arizona Rattlers sideliners. Presented by Parks Hall, First Institute, Deep Country, EOS Fitness, and Kendra Scott. Attention Ninth Man family, now is the time to renew your seats for next season. Visit the Ninth Man headquarters outside of Sector 101 tonight to ensure your
Welcome back, everybody. Talking Stick Resort Arena as we get set for the 4th quarter. Rattlers leading the Danger 42-26. Chris Harris here along with Randy Gatewood. So glad you could join us here. Spending your Saturday night with us. First and 10, Nebraska from the Arizona 18. Armstrong, handoff, left side. Sap Lynch with the carry.
Big Lance, McDowell on the tackle.
Tell you what, McDowell, he's a pretty good athlete too.
Oh, he's a great athlete.
He grew up in Mount Vernon, New York. Played some high school basketball besides football. In fact, he was the 2-time league MVP.
So we'll hit you with a little trivia in Mount Vernon after this play.
I'm up for it. I think I know where you're going too. I got the name on standby.
All
Armstrong.
right. I like it.
Overthrows everybody into the bench area. All right, hit me up.
So a little trivia, Mount Vernon, rapper, famous rapper out of Mount Vernon, I believe.
You believe, now you don't know.
No, I'm almost certain. Mount
Now
Vernon.
you're almost certain.
Yeah, so famous rapper out of Mount Vernon, late 80s on till probably like early 90s. Light skin, heavy set, around the salt and pepper era. We'll come back.
Yeah, let me think about that one. 3rd and 9, end zone, touchdown, Nebraska. Beautiful ball there by Tommy Armstrong. And bringing it in, Johnny Jackson. And for Jackson, that is his 2nd touchdown of the night.
He's looked really good tonight, Chris. He's looked really good at running routes and getting open and then making acrobatic catches. Just a great throw. Look at the touch that Armstrong puts on this ball over the top of Dylan Winfrey, where only Johnny Jackson could get that ball, and he's able to come down inbounds with it. Great play, great catch. Kind of reminds me of me, you know?
Let's not get too carried away here. That's Randy Gatewood, everybody. 2-point conversion, Armstrong knocked away. Bubba Chapman. Bubba Chapman with the pass breakup there. As the danger go for 2, don't get it. But Nebraska gets the touchdown as Armstrong finds Johnny Jackson. Jackson's 2nd touchdown catch of the night, former University of Arizona product. But the Rattlers still with the lead, 42-32. We'll be right back.
Proud sponsors of the Arizona Rattlers since 2010 and celebrate their 90th anniversary serving Arizona. First Credit Union is your local member-owned and not-for-profit choice for home loans, credit cards, checking, and more. Convenient services include home banking, mobile check deposit, free bill pay, plus account access and benefits to go out down at ATM and share branch locations nationwide. Find your financial sunshine today at firstcu.net. We invite you to come down to the field after tonight's game for the Rattlers post-game autograph session. Your favorite Rattlers players will be signing autographs. You can line up now at the bottom of sections 116 and 124. To ensure your safety and the safety of those around you, we ask you not to run on the field or throw footballs. Post-game autograph sessions are one of the many ways we say thanks for being the best fans in indoor football.
Welcome back, everybody. So now get you caught up on the rest of the scores around the IFL. A busy full evening of football. Started the 2nd half in Green Bay. The Blizzard with the lead over Bismarck, 27-20. And moving on, there's Iowa. Defending champs up big over Cedar Rapids. Started the 4th quarter. Barnstormers up 34-12. Again, Iowa just 1 game behind Arizona in the standings. And the Sioux Falls Storm on the road at Quad City. Late 3rd quarter, the Storm up there, 38-25. And the 4th and final game on the schedule here tonight. A couple miles down south, the Sugar Skulls with the lead over San Diego, 34-21 late in the 1st half. So all of the teams playing tonight. Usually it's a kind of a breakup. You might have a game on a Friday, some on Saturday, maybe another one on Sunday, but everybody on the schedule tonight. There's another dribbler. Harrington picks it up, right sideline. Ball is loose. Let's see who came away with it. And they signal Nebraska has it. Coming away with the ball, number 85, Tavares McCormick, and what a huge play there on special teams.
Did he just drop it, though, or did Rowe punch it out? Oh.
By the kicking team.
Looked like Rowe
First
somehow
down,
got
Nebraska.
looked like Rowe got an arm in there somehow and punched that ball out.
So Brandon Rowe, who is tied for the league in interceptions with 5 with Dylan Winfrey, gets the forced fumble. And Rowe, he actually spent part of training camp with Arizona.
Sudden change.
And now he's making plays for the Danger.
Defense back on the field. Let's see how they respond.
So let's see if this Rattlers defense can step up here and get a stop. Coming off the turnover. Sap Lynch somehow breaks through that Arizona defense. Oh my.
I'm not sure how
First
he got
down
there.
inside the 10-yard line. Let's take another look at that one,
Man.
because he was like Houdini getting out of there.
Looks like they got him corralled. Connor Flagel, Ricky Wyatt, everybody's there, and we can't bring him down. Great job of running after 2 or 3 defenders touched him, and he's still going, you know.
There were 7 Rattler players that were within arm's distance of Sap Lynch. Great play by the running back. Touchdown, Nebraska. Eric Thomas goes up top, hauls it in. And we have got ourselves a ball game here, folks.
What a great catch. What a great throw of going up and Thomas grabbing that ball and then pulling it away from Chapman so Chapman couldn't punch it out. Look how quickly he pulls that ball away. Wow. We haven't mentioned Thomas's name tonight, but what a great catch for the touchdown that was.
Yeah, for Thomas, his 8th touchdown catch on the season. Marquez, the extra point. And he continues to struggle on the extra points, but the touchdown makes it a 4-point game, 42-38, just under 11 minutes remaining in the game. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. What was a 22-point Rattlers lead is now down to 4 after the Eric Thomas touchdown catch.
Yeah, you know, the mistakes have compounded, and anytime that happens, teams capitalize. But look at him high point this ball, Chris, and then pull it away so that Bubba Chapman can't punch through his hands and punch that ball out. That's the Eric Thomas I think Kevin Guy was worried about coming into this game. And they've done a great job of neutralizing him until right now he's able to make a big play for the Danger and stop them. All the momentum now seems to be with this Danger team now, and let's see how Arizona responds. They haven't been in this position too many times, so let's see.
And the ball came off the tee there.
Trivia.
I was just looking, you mentioned, you know, we got a 4-point game here. It's tight. I'm going through the scores. The closest game they've had was 55-41 at Tucson. So nobody's come within 13 points with them this season.
As This team has played them tough, but the Rattlers have a lot of it self-inflicted too.
Another dribbler kick. Arrington again with the return. Takes a shot. Making the hit. Looked like it was McCormick who had the fumble recovery on the last kickoff. So Rattlers will start from, looks like about their own 18-yard line. Now, Drew Powell comes out onto the field. Let's see how this Rattlers team responds.
This Danger team is playing with a little bit more energy than they played with in the first half and early in the third quarter. Like they believe that they can actually win now. So let's see what happens.
So Powell throws the ball a little bit low and behind Daryl Monroe. Monroe's frustrated, still thinks he should have caught it, but it was not an easy catch.
No, you're right, Chris. Not an easy catch at all. But this gets interesting because as those things that Kevin mentioned earlier start to show up now, the timing's off, the chemistry's off. You got 6 new players based on, out of the 8 that originally started out, and games are tight, now. So it's going to be what it comes down to is who's going to make the least amount of mistakes.
Jet sweep. Miles still on his feet, gets brought down at midfield. And that's a great point because looking on the field right now, you got Drew Powell. He was just signed last week. This is the first game he's played. As we take another look at Jamal Miles, one of the few guys that's been here all season long. And then you've also got Daryl Monroe. It's his second game of the season. We saw Robert Lewis out there. He just got signed this week. Brandon Haskin, number 99. Yep. He just got signed a couple of weeks ago. So there's been a lot of attrition on this roster this season with injuries and otherwise. And Powell's going to tuck it, looking for someone to get open. Nobody does. And that danger defense comes up with a big stop on 3rd down. And that's now going to bring up 4th down for Arizona.
It's a great job of Devon Brown and Chris Martin that time of seeing and recognizing the screen that Arizona was trying to run that time, and they was able to stop and prevent Powell from dropping that ball off to Monroe to get that screenplay going.
So a big 4th down here. And Nebraska head coach Pig Brown recognizes that as well, and he's going to call the timeout. He wants to talk things over with his danger defense. That's going to also give Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy a little bit more time to think about his play call here.
I like it in that situation where, and coaches tend to do this a lot, 4th down, maybe a crucial situation in the game, they call a timeout once they recognize the formation and see what the teams are doing. But when my defense has got some momentum and everything seems to be working right, I would tend to let that thing kind of just play out the way it has right now. Now you stop it, you give Arizona a chance now to go back and maybe call a different play, to do something different that maybe Arizona has a play that they've not ran or something they've been holding for moments like this. So I would be more apt to letting them play out the way it was going right now, just because the defense seems to have that momentum. But I'm also predominantly an offensive guy, so I could be as far off as I could be right now, but that's just me.
Well, what I do know is that the Rattlers have Drew Powell at quarterback, and he is a threat not only with the throw it, but run it as well.
Absolutely. And it looks like they're going to play straight man against whatever it is they throw at them.
So here we go. 4th down and 5. Powell fires complete. Monroe. 1st and goal inside the 5. Beautiful play call by Kevin Guy, and the execution, Powell, Monroe, 1st down.
Great play call. I'm not sure if we've seen that play all year, Chris. Where Monroe runs a little delay out of the backfield across the middle when he's running wide open down the center of the field, makes the grab for a second, almost, if he's able to slip that tackle, he walks in the end zone easy.
But they will take the 1st down, and they will take 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. So a big 4th down conversion there by Arizona. Just under 8 minutes remaining. Powell going to keep it. Touchdown, Rattlers. Drew Powell, his third touchdown run of the half. This one from 4 yards out.
And what a response to those last 2 drives from the Danger. I can see why this guy was the reigning IFL MVP last season. Let him just shrug Jenkins off. Says, look, get off me, don't touch me. Jenkins at 6'3", 300, and he runs right through that little arm tackle.
Well, Powell comes in at 6'3", 220. Camacho with the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Camacho leads the league in PATs made on the season, and that was a big one there, giving the Rattlers an 11-point lead. But how about Drew Powell? It was 4th and 5 from near midfield. Gets the completion to Daryl Monroe, and then 1st and goal from the 4, keeps it himself.
That was a great drive, Chris, because Nebraska seemed to be building some momentum as they were able to cut it to a 4-point lead. And for them to respond and go down and put that ball in the end zone, they needed that big time. As Ron gives it the green light, great job from Drew Powell.
Yes, that was Rattlers owner Ron Schertz pumping the fist.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoying the new quarterback, Drew Powell. And you notice he had the nice championship ring on that finger as well, which he showed us at halftime.
Man, he's got enough of them.
He said it's all about the hardware.
Get that ring. He's got enough of them, though, Chris. Man, if they
No, he never.
dominated.
I'll tell you this right now. He never has enough. Ron Schertz always wants more. He's got 4 of them, but he wants number 5 this season.
I can't blame him, though. I can't blame him.
Randy Gatewood has a ring.
I do. Every now and then I break it out, I pull it out and show it off, you know.
Might have to break that out come playoff time.
I will. I'll definitely bring it out.
Kickoff is handled in the end zone by Walden. Breaks a couple of tackles. Finally gets brought down at the 15-yard line. Looked like Walden might have had something going on, but then it was Dylan Winfrey there to make the tackle.
Yeah, he was able to slow him down.
And check that, it was McCormick with the return. I'm sorry, not Walden.
Tavares McCormick. But him and Walden, similar build, similar statue, looks very similar.
And they both have a number that ends in 5.
Yep, absolutely.
And even the 2 and 8 look pretty similar as well. Walden number 25, and McCormick number 85. And I'll tell you what, that touchdown got this crowd fired up here in the Snake Pit, making some noise. Armstrong, keeper, twists and turns, just short of a first down. Clock continues to run, 6:20 remaining.
A little bit more sense of urgency right now out of Armstrong and this Nebraska team. Where was that at earlier, you know?
Well, now they see the clock and they know they need to start moving. Jameel Sewell, the offensive coordinator for the Danger, trying to push the tempo a little bit here. Pitch right side, Sap Lynch. Look at Sap Lynch go, what a run. Touchdown, Nebraska. Penalty flag is down, though.
Yeah, I think it's coming back.
Boy, Sap Lynch continues to impress.
Wow. Great run. The acceleration, though.
Holding. Offense, number 76. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So the penalty flag's going to go against Dominique Harris, and that negates the 27-yard touchdown run by Sap Lynch.
Watch him take this pitch. Now, right there, he accelerates and cuts through there right now. Yeah. Wow. He's identical to Big Brother, too. Like the same style, same everything. You know, he's probably a little quicker, a little shiftier, but everything is very similar about him.
So a big penalty wipes out the touchdown for the Danger. And that brings them back all the way to their own 12-yard line. 2nd down and 13. Pass is complete. Armstrong finds his receiver, Johnny Jackson.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I like this Johnny Jackson. I really like this Johnny Jackson. I mean, he plays the game with energy. He
catches everything you throw at him. He goes up and makes these acrobatic catches. If they could somehow find this energy and find everything and play a complete game like this, these guys would be very, very tough to beat.
It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Armstrong's going to keep it. 1st down and more. Picks up a block. Touchdown, Nebraska. Tommy Armstrong, the 27-yard touchdown run. And we're back to a 1-score game.
You know, we mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, Chris, and in the open, how talented this team was. And now some of that talent is starting to show up. The speed, the vision, everything that it takes. Like, these guys have really turned it up a notch here in the second half, but the Rattlers have given them hope too.
So Nebraska's going to go for the 2-point conversion, try to make it a 3-point game where a field goal will be able to tie it up. Here we go. Armstrong rolls out to the right, fires the end zone, complete. 2-point conversion as good. Greg Dent Jr. hauls it in. And just like that, we have got a 3-point game with just under 4 minutes remaining.
Wow, wow. Great route though. Great route by Gregory Dent. We call that the whip route. I don't know if we can get a replay of that, but just to see how he engages, he runs it as if he's running a slant, gives the defender a little bump, and then he whips back out of it. And a lot of times they think you're running a cross route and you can't get back in time. So great play, great call, great execution. You know, now the Rattlers got to go down and see how they respond. Yeah.
Take another look.
As he turns the corner, he picks up one block right there from Dent on Bubba Chapman, and you're not going to catch him, man. 2-point conversion comes up as he runs this little Dent back on it again, runs this whip route. He's able to come out of it for a successful 2-point conversion. So this is coming down because we got ourselves a ball game here.
Well, like I mentioned a few moments ago, Rattlers really have not been tested this season. So we'll see how they respond.
Comes down to execution, though. Coach Guy talked about it, and I'm sure, you know, when we talk to him and ask him certain things, he's going to stress, we didn't execute. We didn't execute. And that's what it's going to come down here in the last 3:52 of this game as well.
Another kick that's fielded by Harrington, and a flag comes in late. Let's see what this is all about. That was a late flag that came out of nowhere. We saw Coach Guy having a discussion with one of the officials.
After the kick and during the return, personal foul, illegal block below the waist, kicking team, number 24. 15-yard penalty, 1st down, Arizona.
That's our referee tonight, Ty Drews. Take another look.
Oh, okay.
So there is the penalty. And that's going to give Arizona great field position. And looks like the official's going to set the ball at the Nebraska 18-yard line. So that is where the Rattlers will take over. When I talked to Drew Powell a couple of days ago, he said he had about 90% of the offense dialed in.
I think right now, you know, the way this ball game is gone, though, I think KG has absolutely shrank it, and he simplified it for him a little bit. Just makes it a lot more easier, it's a lot more comfortable.
Harrington takes the handoff. He's got absolutely nowhere to go. Blowing up that play for the danger was Chris Martin. And we've called his name a few times here tonight.
Yeah, he's been all over the field, Chris, all over. And he plays the game. You can just look at his motor throughout this game. Look, Harrington's not an easy guy to wrap up one-on-one or take him down one-on-one, and he does it easily with authority, too.
And Martin came into tonight's game tied for the league lead in tackles for loss with 12.5. And he leads the league in tackles per game at 6.5. Makes a big play there. 2nd down and 14. Powell delivers complete to Harrington. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 for Nebraska. 2.5 minutes remain.
Here we go. Here we go.
Rattlers still with 2 timeouts remaining. Nebraska down to 1.
These are the type of moments, though, as a football player, as an athlete, Chris, like you gotta love this moment right here. Like you want to be the guy who makes the play. You want your number called in these situations.
Penalty flag is thrown. Powell fires, end zone, touchdown, Arizona. Powell finds Jamal Miles, the 15-yard touchdown catch, but again, a penalty flag is down. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal defense, number 91. The defensive end was wider than the adjacent guard. The penalties declined. Result of the play.
So Jamal Miles with a 15-yard touchdown catch.
Great throw by Powell, too. Look at him set his feet. He's able to get everything on that ball and keep it out in front. Great throw, great catch.
And for Miles, that's his 3rd touchdown of the night. 2 of them on the ground, 1 of them through the air. Camacho's extra point is up, and it is good. And that now gets Arizona's lead back up to 10 with 1:48 remaining.
Look at him zip that ball in there, too. Brandon Rose right there, able to get a hand on it, but Miles is able to pull it out of the air, reel it in for a touchdown, and put the Rattlers up again by 10.
And for Miles, that's his 11th touchdown catch on the season. That is tied for 5th in the IFL.
As the guys who were the 3 and 4 wide receivers now are the 1 and 2 wide receivers. And in big moments, big times like this, they've stepped up big tonight.
And for Drew Powell, he's now got two touchdown passes and 3 touchdown runs for the Rattlers.
Got a great game tonight. First game, first time in the Rattlers uniform. Not really a ton of time to pick up the offense, but I tell you what, he has executed at times tonight, and he's looked like he's done this before.
Oh, yeah. He's done it before in this building wearing different uniforms. He did it when he was playing for Nebraska 2 years ago. He did it last year when he was playing for Iowa. And now he's doing it here for the Rattlers. Look at the kicker, Jimmy Camacho, trying to get the crowd going here.
Oh, yeah.
Camacho leads the IFL. Extra points made. Made 3 field goals last week against Sioux Falls. Short kick this time. High bounce, gives time for the coverage to get down there. Able to make his way out to the 10-yard line was McCormick. But it looked like there was a couple different Rattlers that had an opportunity to try to get him down inside the 5.
Yeah, I thought they were going to corral him inside the 5, and he was able to slip free from a couple of tackles and get it out to the 10 and gives him a little bit more breathing room.
So the clock continues to run, 1:35 remaining. Nebraska 1 timeout remaining. Arizona with 2. Armstrong, plenty of time, fires across the field, has his receiver, catch is made. First down danger. Eric Thomas hauls it in. First down, Nebraska.
Look at the zip he puts on this ball as Thomas comes back to get it too. Great job of Ricky Wyatt Jr., though, of bringing him down and not let him slip that tackle.
And we have hit the 1-minute warning. We're going to step aside for a quick break, have the finish to this one. Arizona leading Nebraska 56-46. The danger are driving. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Man, you know what to do. You need to ride for your Arizona Rattlers. Louder.
1 minute remaining here in the ball game. Arizona with the 10-point lead. Danger at the Arizona 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Armstrong delivers. Sap Lynch picks up the 1st down. Clock stops. 51 seconds remaining. 1st and goal, danger from the Arizona 7-yard line.
Sap showing the versatility. That was a tough ball to catch.
Armstrong rolls right, looks to the end zone, throws it away. Penalty flag, a late hit is going to be called against Arizona. It looks like it was Chris McAllister who's going to get flagged.
Actually, that was Nick. That was our guy, Nick Diavanzo.
Diavanzo,
Yeah.
my apologies. Penalty against Nick Diavanzo, and we just saw a 2nd flag thrown. Might have been some chirping down there.
Definitely some chirping, definitely.
So 43 seconds remain. The penalty for the late hit on the quarterback is going to go against Nick Diavanzo. And then just after that, another penalty flag through.
Fouls against both teams. Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 92, unnecessary roughness. The 15-yard penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal, automatic 1st down. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 56, non-football act. 15-yard penalty, Nebraska's ball, 1st and 10.
So there you have it.
So in essence, they cancel each other out.
Yes. 1:15, well, yes. They're both 15-yard penalties, but it was half the distance to the goal line. So they just bring it back out to the 19. .43 seconds remain. Armstrong sets in the pocket, fires middle of the field, intercepted. Arizona. Big defensive play. Coming up with it, Bubba Chapman. His 5th interception of the season, 2nd of the night.
You have to credit that to this Rattlers pass rush, though, that time. As you can see, a ball that he never should have thrown, but he's getting pressured, and he's got to get rid of it. That internal clock's going off in his mind. And Bubba Chapman's sitting back there playing center field as Big Lance McDowell is closing in on him, and Bubba Chapman makes his 2nd INT of the game and pretty much seals this game for the Rattlers tonight.
For Arizona, the 17th interception of the season as a team. They continue to lead the league in forced turnovers. They have 24 now on the season. None bigger than that interception by Bubba Chapman, and Powell's going to keep it. And that should just about do it.
And a lot of things go unseen, Chris, that the Rattlers have all these interceptions, but I can tell you this, as a DB, you love the fact that you have that intense pass rush coming up front, because it makes it so much easier knowing that at some point these guys are going to get home and there's going to be some opportunities for interceptions and turnovers.
No doubt about it. The fans let the Rattlers know how they feel. Arizona moves to 9-0 on the season as they get the victory over Nebraska. 56-46 is the final. A hard-fought win here for Arizona, but they do get the victory, and they will head into the bye week. We're going to step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the final thoughts on this one. Rattlers with the victory, 56-46 over the Danger. We'll be right back.
Well, Coach, one heck of a win here today. Still in the first of 9-0 this season. No scoring in the first quarter. Defense really started taking control of the first half. Let's start there. Well, we were all signal offense. We had a receiver get hurt. We had another receiver get hurt in the first season. So again, we were back down to 2 receivers. So defense got to make moments and overcome some adversity. Defense got up and got some stops, but there's some times tonight that we were very good. So we'll rest there tonight. We'll get some rest, and we need some rest, and then we'll get going when we come back. You made the decision to go with Drew Powell during the game. Talk about what he did to start the offense. Well, he did a good job.
Just cleaning off. It wasn't even mine.
To have some success. But for his first game and learning our offense, we've been here a week and a half, so we'll get better as he gets rest. Finally, 3 big interceptions, including one at the end. Talk about that real quick. Well, we felt like we mixed up the coverages. We'll get our hands on some balls tonight. At times, we look a little soft. 9-0, still perfect this season. Let's hear it for Coach Guy in the Rattlers today. 56-46 win over the Danger.
The Arizona Rattlers are brought to you by Papa John's. When we win, you win. The day after every Rattlers win, you'll receive 50% off all online pizza orders. And we are happy to be joined right now by Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy. Coach, you guys moved to 9-0 on the season. What did you learn about your team here tonight?
Well, we overcame some adversity. I wasn't happy at times on how we defended the run, and they were coming in and cracking our backer, and our DBs weren't replacing. I mean, you got to replace when they come in and crack. So But we need some rest, and we're a little banged up. So we overcame some adversity because we lost a receiver in warm-ups. We lost another receiver, early in the game, and so 2 weeks in a row we've had to piece it together on offense. But I knew we were going to have to go to Drew, just because we needed to be able to run the ball from a quarterback. We have an extra blocker when you do that, and we need some much rest right now. So. I think we're mentally tired and, physically tired, and it's been a while since we had some rest. So we'll get rested up and be ready to play coming out of the bye.
Coach Randy here. Powell looked great. How much of the playbook did you open up to him, or did you kind of keep it a little bit more simplified for him tonight?
We had a package for him. We went back and looked at some plays that he liked running when he played for Iowa last year, and we put those in, and we had some success running the ball with them because, Nebraska hadn't seen us run those plays. And so we had some success there, but, we just got to keep building on it. But he'll get better as he get reps. And, also Jeff's not out of the mix. We got to get him dialed back in, but we got a fortunate situation there.
With the injuries and everything at wide receiver tonight, is there going to be possibly a couple of other guys you're going to try and get reps to and get them more acclimated to the offense?
Well, we got to do something. Yeah. I'm going to go play some golf on Monday, but come Tuesday I'll get back to work. But I don't know, Randy, maybe we'll try to sign you.
I was just getting ready to say I am available.
You're available. Yeah. I know you can still run a hitch.
And a slant.
Yeah, a slant. I give you a slant. You got 3 ways to run a slant. I remember.
4 ways.
4 ways. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Randy still tells me he can play, Coach. But hey, enjoy the bye week. Enjoy your round of golf, and we'll catch you down the road.
You got to see it.
Thanks, Kevin.
Rattlers head coach Kevin Guys. Team moves to 9-0 on the season, and that is tops in the IFL. And speaking of the IFL, let's get you caught up on some of those other games taking place here tonight. We got a couple of them that have gone final, and it is the Iowa Barnstormings have no problem taking down Cedar Rapids. So Iowa remains 1 game behind Arizona in the standings, and then you got Sioux Falls. They get the victory over Quad City, 59-46. And now I believe we've got some updated standings as well, indicating the games that have gone final. There's still a couple of games in progress, so obviously with those teams we have not updated their records, but there's where we stand right now.
And we knew that the big 3 were going to be there. Arizona, Iowa, Sioux Falls. It's going to get a little interesting as it comes down to it, because I'm sure Iowa and Sioux Falls are going to cross paths again as well.
And so the key here is you look at the standings. So 6 teams make the playoffs, but the top 2 teams receive first-round byes. So right now Arizona in good shape at 9-0 on the season. Well, Randy, some final thoughts on what you saw here tonight out of the Rattlers?
I think they needed a game like this, though, Chris, because it had been pretty smooth sailing for them early on, and sometimes you want to have these type of games before you get late in the season, before you make that playoff run, and really find out what type of team you really have. Who's going to be there when you need to play? Who wants to be involved? Who's going to make a big play for us when we're up by 4 points and there's a minute left in the game? So, like these type of moments, you need them, and you want them to go on now, so that when that momentum hits and the playoffs come around, you want guys acclimated and being able to make those plays as if it was easy. We would always say, let's just go out and have practice. Like, that's how we looked at certain games, because we knew if we executed in practice and we practiced harder than a lot of other teams, and we were going to be fine in game situations. So I like the way, they were able, like he said, to overcome the adversity and get the win tonight, and a few guys stepped up in those crucial situations.
Well, that'll do it for us here tonight. Arizona Rattlers, they move to 9-0 on the season as they get the victory over the Nebraska Danger by a score of 56-46. For our director, David Heil, our producer, Rihanna Perticizzi, and the rest of our talented crew, and my man, Randy Gatewood, I'm Chris Harris saying so long from Talking Stick Resort Arena. The Rattlers remain undefeated, getting the victory over Nebraska. We'll see you next time.